Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, Their Inward Thought is Deep. Lord will, you are edified. Psalm 64 and verse 1, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. And our top op are the Edomites. Let's go to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, straight to the point. You know what? Let me start at verse 1. Keep not you silence, O power. Hold not your peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, your enemies make a tumult, and they that hate you have lifted up the head. So the Edomites are the top nation based on the blessing the Most High gave to Esau when Yahushua was Isaac. All of this was scripted in the spiritual realm before it manifested on earth. They have taken crafty counsel against your people, the Israelites, and consulted against your hidden ones, the Israelites. But via the Holy Spirit, right? We are not so hidden anymore. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And this is another reason why they don't want us to understand / find out who we truly are. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against you. Yes, these other nations are allies with Esau. Verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom, so-called white people based on the lineage of their fathers. The Ishmaelites, so-called Arabians, based on the lineage of their fathers. Of Moab, so-called Chinese, based on the lineage of their fathers. And the Hagarenes, okay, and this nation goes back to Ham. Okay, and this is based on the lineage of their fathers. But the point is, we see how they have consulted together with one consent, and the main way they are consulted together is that NWO, the so-called New World Order of Esau. Okay, so let's go back to Psalm 64 and verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Right, the secret counsel. Because back in the day, the Illuminati strength was their secrecy. But the Most High has exposed them via the prophets, via whistleblowers, okay? And of course, the mechanism we call YouTube. So hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. And ultimately, their secret council is identified as the New World Order from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And iniquity means what? Wickedness. Okay. Verse 3, who whet, meaning sharpen their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. So they utilize their legislation, okay, to oppress and murder Jake. All right. And their legislation is exercised within their system, within the system, which is a reflection of the pagan Rome Empire. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. And the perfect are who? The Israelites. And at this time frame, the Most High is only dealing with a sector of Israel. And that sector of Israel are the elect. Okay? The non-elect will be okay in the kingdom of heaven. So with that, of course, we must go to you know what? Let me just switch it up. Cluster grape. And this is Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril, meaning danger, because of the devices that were coming to it. Verse 21. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. So kept me a grape of the cluster. This is symbolic for the elect of Israel. Okay? And with that being said, let's go to Galatians chapter 6 and verse 16. Oh, my bad, Salakia. No, I'm right. And as many as walk according to this rule, and walk is your mannerism in life. Peace be on them, and mercy and on the Israel of the Most High. And at this time frame, the Israel of the Most High is the elect, and the elect are perfect in the eyes of the Most High. And to prove that, we must go to Revelation chapter 14 and verse 5. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High. Starting with the 144,000, trickling down to the elect men, women, and children, okay, of the nation of Israel. So let's go back to verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at them and fear not. Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. And this evil matter is what? The new world order. Right? They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Remember, they have these secret councils. Okay? And again, their strength lied in their secrecy. Verse 6. They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the mind is deep. For example, check out what Dame Dash states. And what they do is they utilize music, okay, to promote sin, a lifestyle of sin, because they know that the more the nation of Israel sin, their kingdom is prolonged, but they never factored in the elect. So check this out. This comes from the TikTok platform, Hood News Radio, fair use.
And Dame say the reason we be killing each other so much because it's an algorithm. Threw Shannon all off. Peep game.
But we see so many of these young Dolph. We see so many of these guys. What's going on? How do we stop that?
It's an algorithm that needs to be stopped. So the algorithm that's like, if you like to look at trolling and beef and it pops up on your phone, YouTube should stop paying when people put up beef. That algorithm needs to be stopped. The algorithms, though, they're controlling us right now. Mm-hmm. So instead of people paying attention to a negative algorithm, they should pay attention to a positive one. It's just a program that we keep falling into. Like I said, family killing family instead of your real enemy is your enemy tricking you to do that.
And again, who is the enemy? The Edomites. So let's go to Judith chapter 5 and verse 20. And Esau knows that sin is our kryptonite. And that's why he lays every aspect, of life, okay, with sin. Because again, the nobility of Edom is trying to offset prophecy. Right? They don't want Yahushua to return. They know that when Yahushua returns, their kingdom ends automatically. And the nation of Israel, or the kingdom of heaven, will be erected. Judith 5 and 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error, error meaning sin against his people, the Israelites, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Verse 21, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, Let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them. And Yahweh is going to defend us with Yahweh Shai, and their power before them. And the Most High is going to defend the elect, right? And their power be for them. Who is them? The elect. And we become a shame, a reproach before all the world. And the Edomites and these other nations will become a shame / reproach before all the world. Okay? Case in point. Let's go to Revelation, the 18th chapter. After the destruction of America. And 15, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her, America, okay, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Okay, so these merchants as well as these people that are in the east, in these different islands, they gonna see the destruction of America, and fear will come over them, because they gonna know this is divine intervention. They gonna see Yahweh Shai and the heavenly host. They're gonna see the elect of Israel being beamed up. Okay, they are going to see it. All right. And the Most High's name and Yahweh Shai's name will be magnified all over the world again. Just like Rahab, okay, informed Joshua and Caleb. So nothing is new under the sun.
And we're aware of it, but we keep doing it. My rule of thumb is I'm not hurting anybody with the same color skin as me, period.
But you have sellers who don't give a fuck. Okay, they only think about them and their families.
And that just keeps things peaceful. It's a program, you know. It's knowing how to trigger people, and it's profitable, our dysfunction. But what needs to be profitable
So an algorithm is nothing but a program.
is our love and our unity, and that's what has to be showcased.
Right.
And their program is sin. Okay, put out drill music, which entices murder. Okay, murdering your brother, disrespecting the elderly, selling drugs, using drugs. Okay, just being in a beast state.
But no one shows that. It's just don't look the other way. Money is not real. It's not backed by gold, and as you see, they're creating currencies daily. So don't do anything for money, do things for love.
Man, I think Dame might be on to something, man.
That's pretty much it. And so Dame Dash has been watching the prophets. Okay. So again, verse 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So although Esau is a carnal man, their nobility are carnal, but at the same time frame, they have a spiritual game plan, right, for a spiritual people. And they know the more they push a lifestyle of sin, okay, they're thinking they can offset prophecy. Verse 7, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. Verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall on themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. And at this time frame, the Illuminati has been exposed via the prophets and whistleblowers. Okay. Verse 9, all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. Verse 10, the righteous shall be glad in Yahweh and shall trust in him, and the righteous are the elect, and all the upright in mind shall glory. So Lord will, this was an edifying lesson. Shalom.